Good morning. Welcome to UU Catskills. I'm Catabiani, she, her, music director. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're new and watching on Zoom and would like to be added to the mailing list, you're invited to type your name and your email into the chat box. And if you're new and you're here with us in the sanctuary, you're invited to stand and introduce yourself if you want to. We have any newbies who would like to introduce themselves? Yes.
My name's Marie, and
Marie.
this is Julie, Jacayla, and Luxury.
Wow.
And we're new here, so.
Welcome, Marie and Clan, yeah. Yes.
Hi, my name is Dion, and this is Dahlia.
Welcome. Yes.
Hi, my name is Tish, and I did grow up in the UU Fellowship, and this is my first time here.
Good. And are you familiar with our songbooks?
Oh, yes. All right. Choirs and everything. Well, that's what we're doing today.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and this is my first time. Well, welcome.
Wow, great. Oh, and more.
I'm Tab, and this is Paxton. This is our first day.
Welcome.
My name's Virginia, this is AJ, and this is Lex, and we used to be members of the UU down in Long Island. We're happy to be here today.
Welcome. And is everybody ready to sing? So all ages, as you can see, are welcome here. Should you feel that you need to move about, there is a room across the hall. So whether on Zoom or in the flesh or across the hall, you're welcome here. And after the service, don't run away. Those of you on Zoom can connect with your friends in a breakout room. And those of you here in the sanctuary are invited to stay for social hour. And please feel free to contribute $1 or $2 to help defray the cost of the cookies and the coffee. Is the sound going in and out?
No, it's doing nothing. It's just saying
Try go. Anyway, it's going to be you guys who are going to be making the noise today.
what are you talking
You will see, Jake. You will see. You've got a quiz for the kids. Okay. I have two announcements. One is we're going to have a potluck. Yes, we're going to have a potluck in February, right here in this room. It's being coordinated by the Hurley Community Circle. I'm still going in and out, aren't I? It's okay. And I will just keep on going. You can't stop me. And it's the February 3rd, Saturday, and it will be at noon for those of you who don't like to drive in the dark. It'll be, I think it's 1 o'clock. And everybody is welcome. And the sign-up sheet will start next week. Okay. Also, this afternoon, First Acoustics, Coco and Bruce Wilde's First Acoustics concert series returns this afternoon with Miles and Mafali, a pair of storytelling songwriters from Long Island, and our very own Anna White is going to appear as the opening act. It's here in the sanctuary this afternoon, starting at 3, and Bruce and Coco hope that many of you will stay around or return for the show this afternoon. So to find out everything that's going on here, and we are a very active congregation, you can find contact information or be added to the mailing list. You can visit our website at uucatskills.org. Yes?
Could we also mention the congregational meeting next week?
Absolutely. Do you want to? I'm sorry. So the congregational meeting is next week at what time?
After the service,
Yeah.
very important for everybody to come. We're going to select our delegates for GA, for the General Assembly, thank you. And also, after that, we're going to have a very important workshop where we're going to do some visioning and talk about our facilities and what we want for the future in terms of what to do about our buildings and our site. So it's really important for everybody to come. So we want to hear, hear your opinions, and it's an opportunity to ask questions about this very important topic. So.
Yes. And people who are not members, they can't vote, but they really are input. We want input. Okay, so quiet your phones so that you can enjoy today's Singing Sunday. Unitarian Universalism is a liberal religious faith that carries no creed and welcomes all seekers. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are in your life's journey, you're welcome here. We live our principles on a daily basis. At UU Catskills, we recognize our sanctuary is built on Lenni Lenape land. We affirm that Black Lives Matter. We are a welcoming congregation for members of the LGBTQ+ community. We are a congregational affiliate of the Ulster Immigrant Defense Network. We are active voices in an effort to address climate change. So today is a special Sunday. The service is composed of songs that some of you picked from our 2 UU songbooks, and you, the congregation of UU Catskills, are my choir. Jason Shelton, UU composer, says, congregational singing is the heart and soul of worship, and today you are going to prove him correct. So for the prelude, the choir of the whole, you, will sing, Come Sing a Song with Me. Thank you. Words are up here. If you are reading your books, you're looking down. So if possible, look up. Unless, of course, you want to pull in a harmony or something, then you're allowed to cheat. But I did distribute books just in case. But all the words are going to be up here. Thank you. Let's stay seated for this one. You'll get your chance to exercise later. Time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when home is hard to find. And I'll bring us Would you like to light the chalice?
Yeah.
Here's your little thingy. All right. Now, we're lighting the chalice. We light this chalice. Grateful, loving community. Even in the darkest of times, may its flame light pass to courage, justice, and hope. You can blow that one out if you want.
Catherine, I'll get it.
All right. Are we on yet? Yay. Okay. Let me disentangle myself. All right, so this is Welcoming Sunday. However, we're going to get there. The service is called Singing Sunday Part 1, because as I was reading the lyrics and researching the sources, I kept bumping into something that I've been thinking about for a long time. For years, I've been throwing ideas into a file on my computer called We Can't Sing That. So I will say no more. Just look for Singing Sunday Part 2, We Can't Sing That. Coming soon to a UU congregation near you. Today we're just going to sing. I will give you a little background, maybe a story, but it's going to be mostly singing. All right. So let us say our unison affirmation with one another. May we be minded once Christ's aspirations and inspired to bring our gifts of love to all living beings. May we know once again that we are not isolated, but connected in wonder and joy to the mystery and the miracle in the universe and its community and in each other. Well, the next thing on the program is not for children only. And I was trying to think, what is a song that the kids from this congregation all know? And there's one that you know that you don't know you know. As you leave this friendly place, right?
Because you usually walk out.
Well, yes.
I know.
It's in the back of your mind.
The backs,
The back, the very back.
the end of the song.
Yeah, so this whole service, we're using the two songbooks we have, the teal one and the gray one. And that is actually a song in the gray book, 414. However, it has a different tune. It's a tune by Bach, which is very stuffy. So years ago, there was a man here by the name of Franklin Grapel, whom some of you may remember, a musician. He's the one who started, I didn't come up with the term occasional choir, he's the one who did it. A dear man. And he looked at that song and said, kids can't sing that song. And so he wrote the tune that we now sing. But he also did something else. Well, first of all, I just want to say that the words are by Vincent Silliman. Isn't that a great name? Silliman? He wrote a lot of songs in our old songbooks. So Franklin changed the tune. He made it much more straight ahead. But he also did something else. I don't know if any of you remember this. 20, 30 years ago, we used to sing As We Leave This Friendly Place. So he said, no, we're singing to the children. So now we're going to sing the kids out. You can stay or you can go. And which tune should we use? Should we use Franklin's tune?
Every single tune, like every single part of it that you sing a different tune.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. As you leave this friendly place, love give light to every face. May the kindness which you learn light your hearts till you return. Thanks. For our meditation, we're going to sing Spirit of Life, and you will stay seated. The story is that social activist Carolyn McDade, returning from an exhausting meeting on South America, felt spent. And when she sat down at her piano and began to play, this is what came out. As she said, it bubbled up from her unconscious. It is a prayer, a personal plea for one's spirit to return, to feel renewed, to feel the ground beneath one's feet, but also to be set free. A lot of our songs are about getting out there and doing something wonderful and making the world better, but this is a personal, very personal prayer. So I thought it might be interesting to use it as our meditation. There is a lot going on in the world, and there is too much going on in our personal lives that is spending us down too. So let us pray, Spirit of Life. The song is short, so we'll sing it once, we'll hum it once, it will lead us into a little quiet time. So we give our time, talents, and treasure to enhance the ministry of our congregation. There are several ways to contribute to UU Catskills financially. You can use the QR code in your order of service. You can slip something in the basket as it passes by. You can donate online at uucatskills.org, or you can mail in a check. Through our half-plate donations, we contribute to local organizations that are living our values in the work they do. Seed Song Farm, the Center for Creative Education, the Hudson River Sloop Clearwater, the Kingston Emergency Food Collaborative, A.J. Williams Myers African Roots Center, the Hudson Valley LGBTQ+ Center, and the Ulster Immigrant Defense Network. Now for the offertory, you are going to sing Let It Be a Dance. Now, when we first purchased Singing the Living Tradition, the Gray Book, around 1994, Franklin Grapel and I went through the book and we wrote mini critiques of each song. Thank you. Very singable, too Christian, nice arrangement, and in my case, too high. Franklin's comment on this song was very interesting. From a music teacher, he said, "It is the same tune over and over and over again." Yeah, it is, but that's okay. But the words, I mean, just the joy of living and adapting is marvelous. It's an ideal song for a wedding. Reverend Bob used it in a service about our congregation and how we learn to follow, we learn to lead, we feel the rhythm, we feel the need. So, let's sing, Let It Be a Dance. Yes, stand and dance. You guys are great. And thank you, everyone who contributed today during the offertory. All right, this next section, I was going to say we will remain seated, but let's see how it goes. The first song, Dark of Winter. Shelley Jackson Denham was the author of numerous songs and hymns, including 5, which appear in Singing the Living Tradition. This one is elegant, a joy to sing. She even gives us time to breathe. And how many songs are there about winter? The depth, the quiet, the peace, the comfort. Yeah, stay seated for this one. It's a quiet song. Should I play it all the way through? Do you need this one? Do you have this one? Yeah. It's one of my favorites. Just as a side note, when the Musicians Network meets, UU Musicians Network meets once a year, and at the end they have a service in which they name all the musicians who have died that year. And Shelley died too soon, and they were naming names, and they said Shelley Jackson Denham, and the place fell to pieces. She was beloved. Speaking of beloved, the next one, Blue Boat Home. Peter Mayer, who wrote it, is from Minnesota, the state with 4,500 lakes and rivers. So it's no wonder he created this extended, mystical metaphor of the earth as a boat floating in the ocean of the universe, and life as a seafaring journey. He took a standard Christian, often used tune, High Fridol, and reshaped it brilliantly. And one of the cool things is the way he extends that last phrase, blue, boat, home. And then Jason Shelton created the rolling waves of the piano that accompany it. Blue Boat Home. Do you want to stand for this one? Yes. Okay. That was beautiful, ship's companions. Okay. The next one, We'll Build a Land. There are 3 songs by Carolyn McDade in our songbooks, and you guys picked all 3. But she didn't write the words to this one. These aspirational lyrics are from the Old Testament, books of Amos and Isaiah. The imagery is fabulous, as many biblical images can be. Binding up the broken, the oil of gladness dissolving mourning, people standing like oaks of righteousness. One of the images is made manifest in a civil rights memorial designed by Maya Lin at the Southern Poverty Law Center in Montgomery, Alabama. It's a dark stone circular water table inscribed with a timeline of the civil rights movement. As you approach this 14-ton dark object, the base disappears, leaving you with the perception of a pure surface of words, of the history. And the water is carefully controlled, so its movement across the top of the table slowed to an almost imperceptible rate, and so that it appears still until the visitor touches the surface, interacting with the piece. Maya Lin wanted to completely capture the power of the water, keeping its flow in careful check so that its energy seems to emanate from within the stone. And on the curved wall behind it is inscribed a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. You're probably wondering why this goes with this song. The quote is, "We are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream." So much inspiration for one morning. I don't know if I can take it. Okay. Oh, did I skip one? No, I didn't. All right. There is more love somewhere. We had to have a zipper song in here. This is a song of melancholy, and it's also resistance from a time of slavery. Many tunes are named Schmidt, Primrose, Pretorius, Vienna, von Himmelhoch. Fittingly, this one is called Biko, named after Stephen Biko, South African anti-apartheid activist. And one of the reasons people claim that they don't sing is because the song is too high. This one is written in your book, Too High. I'm going to keep on till I find it. So I've written it down a third. You're safe. Yes. Thank you. Peace somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. There is more joy somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more joy somewhere. Sometimes there are so many words and they're so eloquent, and sometimes just a few are even better. You can sit down because you're going to need your wits about you for the next one. Gedanken sind frei. My thoughts are free. Yes, but don't worry, it only comes up. Not only that is the only German in it. And this one, I have to say, it's about your thoughts being free. And this one, of course, was suggested by our own free spirit, Geraldine Macy. But through this song is a pretty, it's historical, it's an important song. Because through the years, the song was popular and an important protest song, first in the 16th century during the German Peasant Wars, and later 1848 German Revolution, and not surprisingly, it also became popular in the 1930s in Nazi Germany. In at least one example of Nazi resistance, a member of the White Rose Resistance would play the song on her flute outside the prison where her father was being held for calling Hitler the scourge of God. And then the song reappeared in the 1960s, popularized by Pete Seeger and the Weavers. And from them, it's a very joyful song. There are a lot more verses. Two of my favorites, So I will renounce my sorrows forever and never again will torture myself with whimsies. In one heart, one can always laugh and joke and think at the same time, because thoughts are free. And that's plurality, one of our things that we're discussing this year. Another verse, I love wine, and my girl even more. Only her I like best of all. I'm not alone with my glass of wine, because my girl is with me. Thoughts are free. Okay, so we're going to sing the verses that are in our songbook that are far more serious. And I would say sit down and hang on. I'll play it all the way through. Did someone just go, phew? So the next one, Love Will Guide Us. Sally Rogers, folk singer and educator, named this tune Olympia. Does anybody know who Olympia is in, well, it's Universalist history? Yes, very good. Olympia Brown. She was the first woman to be fully ordained in America in the Universalist Church. This song is a good pick because the Soul Matters theme for January is love. You can change the world with your love. Okay, love will guide us. And if you're following in the book, I've added a verse. This guy. was the homily, could you tell? The closing words are from Harry Belafonte. Turn the world around. You're going to get to stand. You're going to get to dance if you want to. On his travels in Africa, he met a storyteller in a village deep in Ghana who told him a story about fire, the sun, the water, and the earth. And all of these things put together turned the world around. As Mr. Belafonte wrote, and in that time that we are here, there isn't any difference in any of us if we take the time out to understand each other. The question is, do I know who you are? Do I know who I am? Do we care about each other? Because if we do, together, we can turn the world around. Interestingly, last week, Kathy Atwell read us a sermon which echoed this idea. Quote, when we take actions that are aligned with love and justice, we remember who we are and what we truly are. Facets of the holy oneness. No one is outside the circle of love. You will definitely want to stand for this one. Have fun with it. If you get lost, if I get lost, just keep dancing and hopefully we will all end up at somewhat the same time. This, by the way, is my music. Let's start with whoa. Beautiful. Oh, okay. I guess it's time to extinguish the chalice, isn't it? Thank you, everybody, for braving this service. I think that we should sing that song all the time, but it is impossible to follow in the book. I just want to keep playing and have everybody sing. But there are a couple of them that are like that. They're just fabulous songs, but impossible to follow. Anyway, We, let me get it, okay. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. Join us for coffee hour and let's turn the world around.